Hello, this is Susan Kilmer. In this video, I want to talk about opening a text file in Word. In a previous video, actually two previous videos, where I talked about using OmniPage to create a text-based file, we end up with the output that is a .txt file, or something called an ASCII text file, ASCII TXT. So these files are very, very clean. You can kind of see the preview over here on the preview view on my File Explorer window. But these are very, very clean files, but ugly. So while they're clean, they're a little difficult to work with. And so we're going to open this file in Word, and we're going to make a few basic changes. And this is going to be a really short video, but this is just to show how we would open this file so that we could start to do the editing. So I found the file in my File Explorer, and I'm not going to double click it. If I were to double click it, I would get Notepad open. And Notepad is not how I want to edit this file because it doesn't have any formatting. So I'm going to right click this file instead. And from the context menu, I'm going to look for Open With, and then I've got all these choices over here. And Word should show up in your choice. Depending what version of Word you have, it may say something slightly different. But you want to go ahead and choose whatever version of Word you have installed. So I'm going to select Word, and the file will open. And it does ask me, am I sure, and do I want to use the Western European default? And yes, everything is okay here. There's really nothing you need to change. Just say okay. Now, once it's open, you may get this security warning. I get this because I'm on a networked computer, and sometimes the files are opened in other places, and so I will get this message. If you get this security warning, you can just enable the content, and that will go away. Now, as I said, this is a clean file, but a dirty file. It's really difficult to look at. We can see that there's page numbering kind of right here. But everything looks like it's there, but it's just really hard to read and hard to really do anything with. And here's a footnote, I can tell. So I want to apply my normal template to give this some structure, first of all, but also to make it a whole lot easier to read. So your normal template actually exists inside Microsoft Word. It's that template when you do a blank document, it comes up and it has all the styles and the type of font and everything is already in place. And we have a very specialized template that we use on campus that provides a certain type of structure, and you can change your normal template at some point to be what you want it to be. But the normal template also stores any macros you've created, stores how you like your navigation, things like that. So some of these things won't be real obvious to you as you're working through a document for the first time, but you will realize that you can set a lot of these to be very specific for your needs. So right now I want to change this and apply that normal template. Right now that normal template is not applied. It's just got this basic text formatting and font, and that's not what we're going to work with. So I want to select all of this text, and of course I can click and drag and grab the whole thing, but that's a waste of time. Control A will grab everything in the document. This is a small document, about 10 pages. So it's selected everything, and then I'm going to use my styles bar up here, and we're going to use the styles bar a lot in future videos as we're formatting these files for student use. So I'm just going to choose normal right here, that normal button, and it's going to apply that style to my document. And you can see, number one, the font changed. Thank goodness, right? Something I can read. It also puts spaces between the paragraphs, and that's because the normal template does put spaces between paragraphs. So now this is actually much more readable, and I can look at the structure of the document and get an idea of what may be missing or what needs to be taken care of. Now I can always look at my original PDF, which when I'm editing, I do normally have the PDF up at the same time so I can see what that structure is supposed to look like. And we can see that everything is basically there. There's a footnote there. We can see page numbers. If you watched one of the earlier videos on cropping, you could see this is one that we cropped out some copyright information on. So there's a lot in here to work with, but now I have what I need in the structure of the Word document to actually apply some of those things to make this look more readable and a better look. Now, a couple of other things to talk about. One is, as you're working through a document, you do want to have your navigation pane on, and that is under the View menu. And it's over here. It's just a little checkbox. The navigation pane is on the left-hand side of your display of your document. And what this does is, as you're building structure in this document by applying formatting, it's going to appear here as an outline. Very, very handy to see if you're on track with what you're doing. And also, the basic search is right here. So if I needed to search for something, I could right away search right there, and it's going to highlight everything in yellow that I was searching for. So having this navigation pane on is really important. You will be spending most of your time with the home ribbon as you're doing things, but having that navigation pane over here really gives you an idea of where to look for things. The other thing that I want you to understand is that there will be a lot of things we will do within this document, and this is going to take several videos to get through. And I don't want you to get frustrated as you're going through these, but I'm trying to make these videos small and appropriate, and trying to include decent information in each small video so that you're not so overwhelmed trying to get through these. So as you move through these, if you run into issues or you're not quite sure how it's supposed to work, or you didn't understand something, you can always email me. My email address is at the end of the video. You can also comment on these videos, and I will see that and I can respond to you. So that concludes this video on how to open and quickly reformat a .txt file that we extracted using OmniPage.